Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing just fine. This is Zahra Mohammadi. I'm a senior student of English literature in bachelor's degree, and today I would like to speak about The Masque of the Red Death by Edgar Allan Poe, which is a great example of symbolism in literary schools. But before I continue, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like my posts. Thank you very much. Okay, and now let's get started. Well, this story, as I told you, speaks about different symbolisms in a memorable type of story, The Masque of the Red Death. Okay, first of all, I would like to tell you a summary. A disease which is called the Red Death causes people to die gruesome deaths. A lot of people are dead because of this disease. And the prince of this city is called Prince Prospero. Prince Prospero. He feels happy and he's hopeful. He locks the gates of his palace and he kind of ignores whatever is going on to his people and to his city. After several months, he even throws a fancy masquerade ball. This is the level of his ignorance. So for this celebration, he also thinks of beautiful decorations. He decorates the rooms of his house in single colors. Let me tell you the colors. The easternmost room is decorated in blue, as you see, with blue stained glass windows. The next room is purple with the same stained glass window pattern, and the rooms continue westward according to this design in the following color arrangement: green, orange, white, and violet. But I have put the red and black room in the middle, because this is the most important, and I'm gonna tell you why in the next chapter. So, the seventh room, as I told you, is black with red windows. Oh my God. Also, in this room stands an ebony clock, as you see in the picture. And when the clock rings each hour, its sound is so loud and distracting that everyone stops talking and the orchestra stops playing. Everybody is terrified, extremely terrified, and the sense of fear is felt among these guests in the castle, and also the king. And when the clock is not sounding, surprisingly enough, the rooms are so beautiful and strange that they seem to be filled with dreams swirling among the revelers. It seems like they have forgotten that the clock is going to strike again. Most guests, however, avoid this final black and red room because they don't like it. It contains the clock and an ominous ambiance or atmosphere. But at midnight, something strange happens. At midnight, a new guest appears, dressed more ghoulishly than his counterparts. His mask looks like the face of a corpse, as you see, and his garments resemble a funeral shroud. His face reveals spots of blood, suggesting that he's a victim of the Red Death. Prospero, the king, becomes angry that someone with so little humor and levity would join his party, And the other guests, however, are so afraid of this masked man that they fail to prevent him from walking through each room. So just this masked man walks from one room to another. Prospero finally catches up to the new guest in the black and red room, and as soon as he confronts the figure, Prospero dies. When other partygoers enter the room to attack the cloaked man, they find that there is nobody beneath the costume. And everyone then dies, for the Red Death has infiltrated the castle. Darkness and decay and the Red Death have at last triumphed. Yeah, there is no escape from the death, huh? And right now I would like to speak about the analysis of this story. It is so important. First of all, I would like to tell you that this story is a great example of allegory. Okay, and about the meaning of allegory, it's a story, poem, or picture that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral meaning. For example, here, the Prospero's name is one of the allegories. Prospero means prosperous, fortunate, but we see that unfortunately the Red Death attacks the rich and poor alike. So he's not prosperous, he's not fortunate, he's like everybody else. And another allegory is the stranger's appearance, which he is dressed like the Grim Reaper, or we can say the hidden meaning is death. Take a look at the rooms here. The 7 color-coded rooms in the Abbey allegorically are symbolic of the progression of life. Let me tell you more. The stage they represent are birth, blue, youth, purple, adolescence, green, adulthood, orange, old age, white, imminent death, violet, and death itself, which is black and scarlet. Scarlet is a type of dark red. So the 7th room, which represents death, is the room into which Prospero chases the stranger. It is also the room that everyone at the party avoids until the very end of the story. Because everybody avoids death, huh? Nobody likes to die. And so, strangely enough, we see that once Prospero and the other nobles cross into the room, they all contact the Red Death and immediately die. Nobody can escape the death. If it comes to a person, if it happens to a person, it happens. Another symbol in this story is the clock, the ebony clock. The clock is a symbolism of the fleetingness of life and the inevitability of death. You can hide in an abbey to escape a plague, but you cannot hide from death itself, since even if you manage to avoid the plague, you will still die of old age eventually. The color red is another symbol in the story. Red is exclusively associated with death in the story. The fictional plague is named the Red Death because it makes people bleed out of the pores of their face. Red is also along the black to decorate the room to represent death. Okay, everybody, this was it. I would like to mention my sources here at first that I used in this lecture. My sources are Literary Schools for University Students by منوچهر حقیقی, Literary Schools by Reza Sayed Hosseini. Also, I used YouTube, Britannica, and SparkNotes. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and like my videos. See you soon. Bye for now.